I was so happy last night. I needed that, Leroy. I needed that.
Marcos, Clay
Yes, sir.
better not score 30.
What? No way. Who are they against us? Come on now.
Think he's gonna get locked up?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he's a bum. But other than that, our defense really picked it up, you know?
It was really great to see that yesterday. Like, look, all the offensive issues that people are talking about, here are the things that are going to help that. Turnovers for fast break points and making 3-point shots. That'll help. And they got after that yesterday.
How did they do? How did they finish shooting the three? I know Kyle was good.
Let me see what the final numbers were. Here we go. 15 to 38, so 40%.
Hey, go figure.
Kyle Lowry, 5 of
It all has a way of working itself out, doesn't it?
Yeah, Kyle Lowry was 5 of 7. Tyler Hero 3 of 8. Caleb Martin 2 for 2.
Caleb for president.
Caleb for president, dude. Max Strus was 4 of 7 from downtown. Duncan was 1 of 5. He only played 20 minutes.
Oof.
I was just happy they got Deadman out of there. Yeah, I don't know, dude. He's
can't coach 7 feet though.
You can coach. Yeah, well, you know what else you can't coach? Hands. Which, by the way, did you guys hear Eric Reed give old Justice the business yesterday?
God,
he is ruthless.
Yo,
Eric
he is
Reed.
relentless.
It's been what, 2 years now?
Dude, what was the quote? I sent it to you guys that he said. It was like it was like such a passive aggressive but brutal shot. Because Justice did a classic vintage fiddler, right to the rim, clank. And he said, Eric Reed said, Justice Winslow has a career in progress on offense.
Jeez.
Rough. A career in progress on offense.
I actually tuned on the game too. It must have been after Justice Winslow hit a shot. Maybe he hit like a 3.
He hit a 3. Yeah, he hit a 3.
So he attempted another one right after that. And I just heard Eric Reed like, oh, I'm not going to get 2 of those. And I was like, wow.
He's right. But I don't understand. You know, it's funny because a lot of people said that Blazers team was going to suck. But like, I got a lot of good players. I don't really understand why that, you know, like 4-0 is obviously surprising going into that game. But you look at
You know what I noticed watching that game? Nurkic is a monster.
He's a moose. Yeah, Bam.
He
Bam
is
like,
so much bigger than everybody else on the floor.
Yeah, Bam was like, he looked at Nurkic and goes, I don't know what to do. I was very frustrated by that. I was like, come on, just go around him. He's like a giant cement feet.
Like,
go around him. And he goes,
if he wanted to rebound, he just kind of bullying the China shopped his way into the paint.
It was
like, holy smokes.
Yeah, I found that frustrating yesterday, but the big thing that turned it around yesterday was obviously the steals. But I tell you what, dude, as soon as Bam got that third foul, Spo looks to the bench, calls an old number 5, Jovic. Gotta get Eric Spoelstra yesterday on bringing in the rookie.
Yeah, sometimes that's just the way it goes. Sometimes, you know, when you have to be ready so you don't have to get ready, well, you never know when your opportunity is going to come. But he's been putting in a lot of time. You know, he still has a lot to learn, but the guys, you know, they encourage him. You know, they see his skill set. They see how he could help. You know, it's good to have him out there when we were playing well. You know, so you can see the possibilities, and hopefully we can just continue to build on that.
He says the possibilities. That, you know, that is that's the old coach wheels turning up there, because he's seeing the way.
No, you know what that is? The old go sit back by UD.
No way, dude.
So,
I don't
but
think so.
here's the problem I have with this. There's a difference in a kid. So when Tyler Hero first came out, you know, one and done, and coming to the NBA, versus what Jovic has done. He's been playing professional basketball, playing against grown men. So where they say he is has to be further along than any other rookie that you would bring in.
Well, the thing that's interesting about him is that he was essentially the point guard over in Serbia. He has the ball in his hands at all times. So that's what
he said that earlier. He said that earlier that, you know, he was used to playing a certain way in Europe, and now he's asked to play, was the 4? And he's never really done that. So I could see that. But, you know, the way you get talent out of a person is you work on the other things but put him in the game where he does his best.
This is from Barry Jackson, Miami Herald. He says, rookie forward Nikola Jovic was at the Heat practice facility recently when team president Pat Riley stopped him.
Oh, boy.
Quote, he said, I changed in a good way, basketball-wise and strength-wise.
Jovic said that. I mean, Jovic said that to him?
No, Pat Riley said that to Jovic, according to Jovic.
Right. I mean,
That's good. Oh,
I guess, man. But look, here's the thing. I've seen more basketball players lose it because they don't get the opportunity to go out and do what they do versus guys who come in and end up developing into something that the team thought they could be. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, like
right.
the idea of just letting a player be themselves.
Right. Because guess what? We've seen this experiment before when who's the Kardashian basketball player that almost
Chris
died?
Humphries?
No, almost died.
Lamar Odom.
Oh,
Lamar Odom. When Lamar Odom first came out, very similar to Jovic in that he played point guard in college.
Yeah, he was much.
And the first couple of years, they looked at his size and determined what they thought he should be able to do in the NBA. Mm-hmm. So at times early in his career, it looked clunky. Then finally, he got to the point where they just said, "Go do you." So
I'm excited. Well, one of the things Spo said in the preseason was that the thing that's best about him right now, that's most advanced, is his passing, because he was a point guard, and you can see that. Like, he likes to get his teammates involved, and I think that to a guy who, if he doesn't really need the ball in his hands that long, but he could get other guys involved. Like, clearly he's lost defensively, not from like guys blowing past him. He literally doesn't know where to go on the court. Like, he just doesn't know the scheme yet.
Right. So wouldn't it be better to just put him in that second unit and have him play point guard?
Absolutely. Just get his beak wet.
Right. Well, so here's two things it does. First of all, if you're on the point, all those defensive schemes on the back end, you're not going to be involved in as much. And two, it allows you to be a facilitator and a scorer versus playing the four. The four normally spots up, does a lot of dribble handoffs, right? So, yeah, I just wonder if they're even considering that, or they just treating him like he's a 19-year-old rookie that hasn't played any professional basketball, which is unfair.
No, I think their eyes were opened up in the preseason that he was further along. I honestly think that it, yes, Spo probably wanted to like give Dwayne Dedmon the chance because he's had that role,
right?
But he's stinking up the joint. I mean, it's
look,
it's the nicest way I can put it.
It goes back to what we were talking about with football, is that we make assumptions that players from year to year are going to either improve on their faults or get better at what they're strong at. And we forget all the other factors that play into that, where it's not always possible, whether it's injury, whether it's age, whether it's just, other teams start defending you differently. Like, there's a lot of things that go into play that determine whether you're going to take that next step in the following year. And I think Dedmon's one of those guys. We just assumed that Dedmon was always going to be able to do Dedmon things.
More from the Herald. When Spoelstra summoned Jovic off the bench, quote, "I was like, me?" Jovic said after smiling. He says, "It felt amazing. I was happy we won. Luckily, I made a basket." Yeah, he got a little tip in. Little tip in right afterwards. Which also, yeah, by the way, he's tall, and they need that.
You know what's amazing?
See him dunk that, though.
Tell me if this doesn't sound accurate. Jovic is going to end up being what everybody thought Ben Simmons would be.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean,
right?
look,
I'm not saying the defensive side of it, but I'm saying as far as offensive, being able to score, being able to be.
I mean, honestly, it's how his close to namesake plays, like Jokic. That's
right,
what Jokic does.
Except Jokic is a moose.
Jokic is a moose, and also dirty.
Guess what, dude? I see him do incredible things on the basketball court with zero muscles. He's already got granddad bod.
He's a dirty player.
Well, come on.
He's dirty.
Come on.
Did you see what he did to Colin Sexton the other night? Because Colin Sexton blew past him. Colin Sexton wasn't looking, and he just ran behind. He did the same thing that he did to Markieff Morris. He's a sore loser. He's excellent, but he's a sore loser.
It happens, man.
On Jovic's foul trouble, he said, "It's okay. They told me that was going to happen. I'm a rookie. I'm a new guy. Of course they're going to do that to me, but it's all right. I'll get used to it." And he also said that he was a little bit nervous.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I remember my first time playing.
He also said, my body fat went down a lot. It's looking good. I'm adding weight little by little. It's not easy to gain weight at this time. I'll add more weight for sure during the season. They expect a lot from me. So good.
I mean, like, for me personally, when somebody says they expect a lot of me, it's on the basketball court, right? If you haven't found your way on the court for consistent minutes, then they really don't expect that much out of you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like
here's
the Heat have here's what happens to the Heat every year, and correct me if I'm wrong. All those guys you have questions about, from the Kendrick Nuns, the Caleb Martins, to the Duncan Robinsons, to the Struces, all these guys got big opportunities when the Heat dress 8. It's coming, right? And then Spo gets woke, and then he starts using all these other guys. It's happened to all the guys that have minutes now that weren't drafted or came from the G League. The Heat dress 8. Those guys go out and ball, and now Spo trusts him and starts using him. That's going to happen to Jovic.
Here is Spo on the foul trouble that Jovic had last night.
Yeah, there are some things offensively where we can move them around. And, when they went to their small lineup in the first half, that hurt us. It was a short stretch, but, he's mobile. Even though he did foul, a lot of those were, Lillard pick and rolls. I mean, he's going to draw fouls on your best defenders. Nico will continue to work at it, drill at it. But I thought we were able to manage that smaller lineup, in that second half a little bit better with him out there.
Wheels are turning up there, dude. I'm telling you. Spo is feeling it. He also told the Miami Herald, he said, it's funny because everybody thinks that I look like this player, that player. I've heard Danilo Gallinari, Nemanja Bjelica. Others have mentioned Kristaps Porzingis. He says, I'm not going to compare myself to him. He's a great player. For sure, there are some similarities. I could shoot, spread the floor. Hopefully, you're a lot more durable than that guy was. Jesus.
Oh, my goodness. Where is he now?
I think he's in Washington.
He is indeed.
He says, on playing in the power rotation, I like it. Power forward, center position, I'm comfortable. I like it, dude. Whatever. Just let him be Jovic. Unicorn. Sweetener. A European unicorn, dude. I knew we should have traded this guy. Sweetener.
See, this is why we fight so much.
What?
Because now you're just going to try to make a joke of you trading almost every player on the Heat. And we're not letting you slide on that.
You know what I say.
Before you even knew what Jokic was capable of, you had him set up in 5 deals.
Not trading him now.
No, don't. You don't get to do
Probably got the league salivating over him.
Please, you don't get to do that.
I could hear Sean Marshall.
He didn't have you salivating.
Oh, we'll give you Kyrie. We'll give you KD. Whatever you want for Jovic. Nope. Sorry. Click.
Now, show of hands. Who believes that's a lie?
What? What do you mean? You guys are giving up on him like that?
We give you Kyrie. We'll give you KD. I'm not trading Jovic.
I'm not trading Jovic.
You are a liar.
Heat lifer, dude. Heat lifer.
You would drive to downtown Miami.
I want to do. Don't say that.
And help him pick out the good luggage.
No way, dude. Number 5 in our programs, number 1 in our hearts. The Jovic.
That'll change because you're a flip-flopper. You're a bobber and weaver.
Nikola, dude.
You are the true Muhammad Ali of sports takes.
I am. What?
Oh wait, but you the Floyd Mayweather because you can't never get hit. So that's Floyd. That's Floyd. I'm telling you, you bob and weave with the best of them. You throw a punch, bob and weave. Can't counter it. Can't counter it. That's what you do with your hot takes.
So no, Jax gets thirsty. He has some Stru shoes, but it might be time to crack open a can of Heat Cola. What do you think of that, Jax?
If you'll give it to me, I'll take it.
Back after this.